Explaining yourself is a confession of weakness. The moment you try to justify your actions, you hand your power to the person judging you. Strong people don't beg for understanding. A Stoic knows that your truth doesn't need a witness to be valid. When you over-explain, you are actually saying, "Please tell me I'm okay." You are bleeding authority with every extra word you speak. But here's the danger. The world is designed to make you feel guilty for your silence. If you don't learn how to hold your tongue, you will spend your entire life being a puppet to other people's opinions. Words are ammunition you give to your enemies. Every time you explain your motives, you provide a map of your insecurities and a target for their manipulation. A Stoic operates in the shadows of their own mind. By remaining silent, you become an unreadable fortress. People cannot attack what they do not understand. When you refuse to engage in the game of why, you force the other person to wrestle with their own assumptions. You aren't just protecting your peace, you are dominating the space by being the only person who doesn't need to be heard. But watch closely. When you stop talking, the people around you will get desperate. They will try to bait you into a fight just to regain control of the narrative. If you take the bait now, you lose everything. Your ego is the one screaming to be understood. It is the smallest, most fragile part of you that fears being seen as the villain in someone else's story. Stoicism demands that you kill that need for approval. If they think you are wrong, let them. If they think you are cold, let them. When you stop explaining, you are finally accepting that you cannot control the minds of others. You are choosing the truth of your character over the comfort of a reputation, but the pressure is rising. Your own mind will start to betray you. It will tell you that silence is rude, or that you are losing the argument. If you listen to that voice, you will fall right back into the trap of being a people pleaser. Silence is the loudest thing in the room. While the weak compete to fill the air with noise, the strong use silence to command it. Think of a king giving a verdict. He doesn't negotiate. He doesn't clarify. He simply speaks the truth and stops. By refusing to explain, you signal that your decisions are not up for debate. You aren't being stubborn. You are being certain. This certainty creates a gravity that pulls others toward you, even if they don't like what you've done. But don't be fooled. The quietest person is often the most judged. People will invent lies to fill the gaps you leave behind. If you aren't prepared to let them lie about you, your silence will turn into a cage of resentment. Your reaction is your only true property. When someone attacks you and you stay silent, you're refusing to pay them with your energy. Epictetus taught that we are disturbed not by things, but by our principles and notions about things. An explanation is an attempt to fix someone else's notion, a task that is impossible and beneath you. By withholding your words, you remain the master of your own internal state. You are a stone wall while they are merely a wave, breaking themselves against your composure without leaving a mark. But look out. Staying silent is easy when things are calm. The real test comes when someone insults your character or your family. If you flinch then, you prove that you were never in control at all. Privacy is the ultimate luxury of the powerful. When you stop explaining, you stop giving the world a front row seat to your inner workings. A Stoic understands that every detail shared is a piece of freedom lost. By choosing what to reveal and what to bury, you become the architect of your own mystery. People will speculate, they will whisper, and they will try to provoke you into a confession. Let them. Your lack of explanation is a boundary that no one is allowed to cross without your permission. But be warned, mystery is often mistaken for arrogance. If you use silence as a shield to hide your fear instead of a tool to demonstrate your strength, You aren't a Stoic. You are just a coward in a mask. True power is not being heard. It is being at peace when no one understands. At the end of the day, the only person you must answer to is the one in the mirror. Marcus Aurelius once wrote that the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. When the world demands an explanation and you give them only the weight of your silence, you have achieved final sovereignty. You are no longer a victim of circumstance or a slave to social expectations. You are a self-contained empire. You don't need to win the argument because you have already won the war for your own soul. The journey doesn't end here, and every quiet moment you are either building your fortress or letting it crumble. Go out today and let your results be your only noise. If you speak, let it be, because your words are worth more than the gold of your silence.